Talk about the most misunderstood organ in the entire human body. Hi, I'm Dr. Amy Kramer. I'm a naturopathic doctor, and I help you build your health naturally so you feel your best every day. So, do you know what the misunderstood organ is in the entire human body? It's the thyroid. Symptoms of the thyroid are often vague and they overlap with a lot of other things. This leads to misdiagnosis and a lifetime of medication that we probably don't need. Thyroid dysfunction is often presented as adrenal fatigue, hormone imbalance, or even depression. So, when we chase these surface level symptoms instead of the root, we end up with a misdiagnosis and our thyroid pays the price. Your standard lab test, they don't show you the whole picture either. Most medical doctors only test for the thyroid stimulating hormone or TSH. And if that's in range, then you're told your thyroid's fine, go about your day. But here's the thing, you're seeing the symptoms of exhaustion, inflammation, and gaining weight without being able to lose it. And you're not looking at the full picture of what is actually happening within the thyroid, including your free T3, free T4, reverse T3, and your thyroid antibodies. The full story is within all of that and not just the TSH number. When we treat the thyroid as an isolated organ, we're missing all the pieces and parts that it is connected to. It is actually just part of an overall chain of things. And if you only hone in on what's here, you're missing all the other things that are also influenced by it. This includes your gut health, your adrenal health, your liver function, and the nutrient status of how well you absorb and use your nutrients. If any of those are imbalanced, well, the thyroid can't work well. So instead of just treating and isolating the thyroid, we can be dealing with a root cause problem in another area of the body that helps the thyroid heal and do what it's supposed to do. So here's some tips that you can do to naturally support your thyroid. Number one, your nutrients. So here we're looking at iodine, which is essential for making the thyroid hormones, and this comes from sea vegetables, kelp, nori, or dulse. Selenium, which converts the T4 to T3 and reduces the thyroid antibodies. Those are often found in Brazil nuts. Your zinc and iodine, those are crucial for hormone production throughout the body, including the thyroid. Your magnesium, which supports the entire endocrine system. Now, when you work with a practitioner like myself, we make sure that your nutrient levels are balanced so you're not overdoing it on one of these, and you're actually getting what you need for that thyroid to be healthy. Now, when it comes to healing the gut, which is super important for thyroid problems associated with autoimmunity, including Hashimoto's, we want to support things with bone broth, L-glutamine, slippery elm, and probiotics. Those can be game changers for that situation. Reducing your inflammation and autoimmune situation is also really key. So this is avoiding your triggers like gluten, dairy, processed sugar, because they can inflame that thyroid and cause confusion in the immune system, worsening those symptoms. And then we want to use anti-inflammatory herbs like turmeric, ginger, and holy basil. You want to consider adaptogens like ashwagandha and rhodiola because your adrenals also need support, certainly anytime there's stress in your life, but whenever that thyroid is also feeling extra pressure. By reducing the stress and supporting the adrenals, we're stopping that overall active cortisol level that's draining our energy, and we're reestablishing that balance. We can do that through herbs such as licorice root, maca, and shrivasta. The healthy boundaries and allowing yourself to rest are also really critical in that time. A good detox is certainly key in this healing process with our thyroid because your liver is responsible for converting T4, which is the inactive thyroid hormone, to T3, which is the active version. A sluggish liver equals a sluggish thyroid. Using castor oil pack, dandelion root tea can be very helpful in stimulating that detox function and reawakening that ability to accurately convert those hormones. Now, this might freak you out a little bit, but the other thing we want to look for is hidden infections and parasites. These may not be actually noticed by you. You may not realize anything's wrong, but infections and parasites such as Epstein-Barr or parasites can trigger thyroid autoimmune. Thyroid is not the problem. It's responding to the environment, whether it's your stress, your diet, or your internal health. These deal with in order to promote that thyroid health. When we start listening to our symptoms as messengers and not just suppressing them, we begin to find the root cause and heal from it. Check out the link in my bio to set up a consult with me, either virtually or in person, to talk about your thyroid health.